Good evening, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, Silverwolf, Ron, and we are here to stream some eveonline. So without further ado, let me get these guys going. I think I'm actually going to start with Kragan tonight. I'm actually flying him back to where we got the ore last night. I got one more load to pick up there. So while we try and figure out what we're going to do, I'm going to fly back there. Ore anomalies. ISEC. Act's 10 jumps away. Noni's 12 jumps. So, yeah. So, but yeah, we actually made a real good profit last night on that. The only problem is hauling the ore back. So it's 2 systems of low sec that I have to cross. I just checked the gate camp stuff and no activity, so I figured, well, let's do it while the getting's good. I got one load. This Mackinac has a 44,000 ore hold, so it'll be enough to carry it. So I already had Falstaff complete. I think I had him build like one armor plate or something to complete his air stuff, so that's all done. Unfortunately, Kragan's without a cruiser at the moment. Though I did start making I made a Thor for him. I just haven't completely fitted it out. Couldn't find any Thor fittings for some reason, which seemed very strange. I remember the Thor fondly. I did a lot of my missions in a Thor, so Thorax. So, but yep. So yeah, we're gonna run this. This is 11 each way. We'll get these picked up. We'll figure out what we're gonna do next. So I should have checked Venelin to see if that combat site was still there. Highly unlikely, but you never know. Good luck with that low sec system. Yeah, I think they're going to be okay. We went through them multiple times last night, so they seem to be okay. Our Hunan and Mara. Oh, nope, Dan tuned me. Mara was a different one. But yeah. So I think it's going to be okay. But thanks for that, Aaosoth. I'm checking my gate camp site. And it says everything's clear, and I'll check it right before I enter the low sec systems. But unfortunately, I was flying my Pro Raider, which is really fast, but it only has about 14,000 cargo space. And so the last load is bigger than that, so I thought, you know what, I'll just bring it back again. I'll just wait till it's clear. So, but yeah, we were on till, I don't know, after 3 a.m. my time, so. My stream went 3 hours longer than normal, so. I started late, but then it was just short of 5-hour stream, so which was pretty cool. I didn't have to work today, so that worked out. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow, so that means I got to get up at a half decent hour. So of course, every day that I streamed till late, I still got up early because my dogs wake me up early, but I was able to nap on the couch for most of the day, so won't be able to do that tomorrow with working. So yeah, exactly. No, That was last night, was the all-nighter. Tonight I'll be finishing up at my normal time here in about 3 hours or so. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Last night was a long one, but honestly, I wasn't tired. I didn't feel it. I don't know. I had a half decent nap, so. But yeah, I usually do 2 to 3 hours is usually my normal stream. So every once in a while you get a long one if I'm on vacation or I just don't feel like going to work, which is like every day. So be nice when I don't have work to get in the way of my streaming. So my gaming. So which is about all it does now is get in the way of my gaming. Took my dogs to the vet today for their yearly shots and everything. The vet's getting almost as bad as the human doctors. I think we're 2 dogs. I was in the vet for 20 minutes maybe, and it's like a $400 bill. So I was like, come on. So and really didn't answer any of my questions. I was kind of irritated by that. I had a whole list of questions. I put all my notes on my phone because I have my phone with me everywhere. I went through all my notes, about us moving, blah blah blah, and different things. My little one is kind of being lethargic lately. I think it's probably because of the heat. Where my big one, which you would think the big one would be lethargic in the heat, but no. He's got kind of a mole or something on the back of his neck, and so I wanted to check that out, and they didn't think that was a problem. So I guess they answered a couple of my questions, but yeah, it was kind of like. But when it came to the Philippine stuff, they were like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to do all that yourself," and I'm like, "I transferred to you guys 2 years ago because they told me that was the requirement, because you were gonna fill out all the paperwork. Now you're telling me you don't fill any of it out," and so I'm like, so yeah, it was frustrating. So, speak of the devil, what are you doing? Come here. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Say hi. Come on. Come on. Let's see if they can see you. Yes, they can see you. Yes, they can see you. This is Benedict. This is the big one. He's like almost 25 pounds, so he's only supposed to be 10 pounds. Fast as lightning. Yeah. Fast as lightning. You say hi? You say hi? Okay, stop biting me. Yep, stop biting me. Alright, come on. I'm messing with my alternate microphone. Make sure you guys can still hear me. Still hear me? Yep, okay. Yeah, he is a cutie. He knows it. Nip me. The little one, she probably won't be in. She's sitting with her mom. So. She's a cutie too, but he loves everybody he's ever met. Fortunately, the other one, not as social. Let's call it that. So she's kind of grump. All right, gate camp's still cleared. We're going to enter low sec here, next system. A couple mobile structures look like they got destroyed. That's not good. Should have brought a salvage ship so I could go check those out. Drive active. Yeah, he is a cutie, and he knows it. No, he'll probably be going to bed with his mom here in a little bit. She avoids the camera like the plague. I don't know why. She's definitely the better looking of us. So when she sneaks in here to find him, she'll probably make sure to avoid the camera. Super freaked out about being on the camera. I'm like, what are you going to do? All right, gonna enter. Gonna enter low sec. Looks like guys coming out of low sec. Well, that's not good. Hopefully they're not spotters. Yeah, there's somebody that's destroyed there. Which is funny, because I just checked the gate camp. Well, see, that's the other thing. It doesn't say Aaosoth. So it's not given the same ones. Why? So yeah, that's a nice one to figure out at this point in time. So the gate camp website is showing Dan Toomey, but it's also showing Mara. And Mara is not the one I'm going through. So it could be there's a gate camp in here, and I don't know because I'm not using it, which would be very bad. I don't have any avoids on there, so I don't know why that would be. It's the same number of jumps, so it looks like it's just doing this Aaosoth instead of Mara. So, which is kind of bad. Actually, I think it does Mara on the way back now that I think about it. So, which is kind of weird, but pretty uneventful. Only four people in this local. So, yeah, I'm curious. Let's see. Add waypoint. Let's see what it does on the way back. Dan Toomey and no, Aaosoth again. All right, well, let me go over here and see if I can somehow fix that. Let's do this. Yeah, still got Mara. All right. Tell it to avoid Mara and see what that does. Maybe at one point in time, Mara had something going on in it. And so I set it to avoid. That's the one thing I don't like is that I can't see what I have set as avoid. Yeah, so if I avoid Mara, it shows Aaosoth. So I must have had something happen in Mara at one point in time, and I've got it on my avoid list. Which is frustrating. Because there's really no way for me to know that. There should be a way to be able to see your avoid list. Is there a list of systems you set to avoid? I set one on accident. No, I don't think so. Actually, it shows Mara is not on my avoid list, so I don't know why. It'll show if it's on your avoid list, it'll show do not avoid Mara on here. But so it's not on my avoid list, but yeah, I've always thought there should be a list somewhere. If you know which system it is, you can do that like I just did. Type it in the search and then right click on it and you'll see it'll say do not avoid, which means you have it on your avoid list. If you click that, you're going to remove it from your avoid list, which sounds like what you want to do. But yeah, it's frustrating. All right, we got those guys in there. We got room to spare. We're going to start back. But yeah, there should be a way to see your avoid list systems. So you can say, oh, I don't want to avoid those anymore and remove them. But I have not found it. So if there is, I haven't found it yet. Warp drive active. Yeah. Spacefaring people would absolutely have that tech. Yep, I agree. I agree. Yeah, and there probably is. I just don't know where it's at. Maybe utilities? Nope. Access list, contacts. I thought it would be here and somewhere in the autopilot, but there is not. You can turn here avoid and not avoid, but it will not tell you. It says in your avoidance list, but it doesn't tell you what's in your avoidance list. There it is. Okay. So if you actually, I got Jita on my avoidance list. How did that happen? Well, that's not right. That's probably why I always have to remove it. Abazin makes sense. You Mason, I don't think that one makes sense. I don't know what that one is. Really, I thought I had on here. So that's how you get to it. So if you go to, let's not sit here in low sec, but if you go to autopilot and go to manage route, there's your avoidance list is right there. So see, ask and you shall receive. Abazin is one that I'm going to leave on there, but I really should have another one. So, but yeah, if you go there, you should be able to find it. So see that? I learned something new today. So good night. Good night. Good night. Learn something new. Success. Yeah, what do I got in here? So I got 1,000 of this cookite, which is going to give me 9,000. No. 9 times 10. 900 times 10. Yeah, 9,000. So 9,000 knocks, which is pretty good.
Drive active.
And then there's Ducium. That gives Megasite. I've only got 500 of it, but still, that's going to give me 5 times 170. So yeah, roughly 700-800. So not bad. That's all I had left. Both of those are super heavy compared to the one that Jackson had me doing for him. It was much, much lighter. So that was kind of strange. But they are the higher end minerals, Megasite and Zidrine. So but yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on those anomalies because that's huge. Because that was definitely worth it. Oh, there's one 7 jumps. 7 jumps from here. So yeah. Because I'm already in Aaosoth, so I'm through the low sec. So well, that's good. So no worries. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. What is a Velator? Is it a frigate? A Corvette. Galente. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Marverick? How you doing tonight? Just okay? I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can at least make that a little better. Bigglesworth says I'm always good for at least one laugh, so well, I'm a little tired. I was telling Aaosoth that I did a long stream yesterday, about 5 hours, which is very long for me. I started late because last night was bowling night, and then I streamed for 5 hours. So I didn't get to bed till late, but I wasn't working today. I was off. But I had to run my dogs to the vet this afternoon, so I didn't get the nap that I really planned on. So. Need to get me a MOA, so... Yeah. Well, I don't know. Most of these guys, they're streaming 12, 13 hours, so... But long for me. I usually do 2 to 3. And so 3 is usually a long one, but it was a good stream. We in fact, I'm hauling some of the ore now. So we did one of those ore anomaly sites, Jackson and I. And yeah, I netted a ton of ore. And so yeah, 12 to 13 I think is crazy. So but like Rose and some of the others that I follow, they're full-time streamers. So I got a full-time job, so but I've been off the last 3 days, so I've been streaming a little longer. Not so worried about getting to bed because I got to get up in the morning, so. But yeah, they usually do 12-hour streams, which is like, ugh, I can't imagine. That's like work. Because then again, you're playing a game, so I guess it's really not like work, but. It's funny that I had Cheetah on my avoid list and I didn't know it. Good to know. But yeah, so we'll be ending at my normal time tonight between 12 and 12:30. So I'm sitting in Cheetah. Outside is a guy I have kill rights for. I'm trying to decide what ship I should head out and spank him with. There you go. Yeah, sooner or later everybody comes to Cheetah. So sooner or later. I need to make a run to Cheetah and pick up some supplies. I'm horribly low on morphite. I can't build anything. I don't have any morphite. So yeah, tonight my air goals was I could do manufacture an item, and that would get me both. But it took me a while to find one item that I could manufacture because everything takes morphite. And I got none. So that's the only mineral I'm buying now. So that's pretty good. But I got some other things I want to pick up too. I need to replace my Helios. What kind of stuff do you make? So I make ships, T1 and T2. I do invention. So I get T1 BPOs, make a copy of it, and use it to invent the T2 equivalent. Done that with the Amicus to the Helios. I've done that with the Sigil to the Prorator. I've done it with Tristan to the Nemesis, I think it is. So yeah, so what's up, Jackson? So yeah, so that's the main ones I do. And then I do the same thing with the modules. I buy the BPO of the modules, which is significantly. They're a lot cheaper than the ships. And then I do the invention to get the tier 2 equivalent so that I can start building the tier 2 modules. And then I sell them or use them. Most of them I build what I'm going to use for myself, and then when I build extra, I sell them. So Yep. Yeah, that's been one that's been around for a while. In the old days, you had to have a research agent, which I really, for probably a good 10 years, I grinded and to get my research agent. So my main, he has research agents that are all the highest level 4. And so they're set up and they just keep generating points. And so every time I take a sabbatical, when I come back, I've got tens of thousands of points that are stored up. And then I go cash them in and use those to invent stuff. Because those are that. Nowadays, you can actually do the data sites, and you'll get the data cores, or you can just buy them off of the market. They're expensive, but they're not that bad. And so, but yeah, I want to build. We were talking about this last night. I want to build every ship in the game. I'm probably not going to build the capital ships, but every tier 1, tier 2, and maybe tier 3 ship that's not a capital ship. And so it's kind of my Eve goal. And so I've got several of them built. But yeah, that's where I'm kind of headed. So yeah, it's probably an unattainable goal because I'll probably get bored with it and quit again. But it'll take me probably 4 or 5 years before I'll get to that point. So, but yeah, when I came back this time, my accounts were decimated. I think I had put everything in the corp hangars, and somebody got in the corp and stole everything. And so yeah, I didn't have hardly any ships. I had the Orca, which was surprising. I had a Tengu, and I had a couple T2 ships. So when I came back, of course, as an alpha, I couldn't fly any of those. And so I actually I grabbed an Imicus because the Imicus was my first ship ever 21 years ago. And I think I grabbed the BPO of the Imicus. I had a bunch of minerals. I did have that. So I bought a Imicus BPO off the market and built one and then started messing around with it until I decided to actually go Omega so I could fly the others. But yeah, then I gathered everything up using the Orca. I gathered everything from all 4 accounts and brought them back to my home system, and that worked out pretty good. But it was mostly all frigates, so didn't have a single battleship among any of those ships, which was kind of funny. So, but what's up, Despair? But yeah, Jackson, nice to have goals, even if they are unattainable. So, yeah, well, I was kind of expecting it. So I didn't expect that it was going to be, But it was really weird because it looks like somebody had gotten accepted to the Corp in the last 5 years. Even though none of our members, when I looked at the Corp, no members had logged in the last 5 years except for this new guy whose application was put in like 4.5 years ago and somehow got accepted, and then he took everything. So, oh, there's the ads. But yeah, so it was what it was. I was kind of figuring that, so. But I do enjoy the kind of building back up, so now I've got a ton of ships, mostly frigates, but I got quite a few cruisers. I built the Noctis last night, so I need to outfit that one. Give that a try with some salvaging. That'll be nice. So Jackson, I just picked up that last load. So did I hear my name? I was in the bathroom. Yeah, I think I said your name probably a couple times. So, but yeah, I said, yeah, when you said nice to have goals, I said, yeah, even if they're kind of unattainable, it's nice to have something to shoot for. But yeah, it was strange. Somebody, OMG Sticks, I think, last night asked me what my Eve goal was. And I was like, I never thought about that. And so, but... So yeah, so that was kind of, I was like, that's a good one. But I was thinking, I'd really like to build every single ship. So, like I said, I got a bunch of the frigates already done, so that's not a huge problem. And I'm kind of working myself through the cruisers now. So, but yeah, it's a little bit easier said than done in some cases. I don't think I'll do the capital ships because now, yeah, I don't have access to the facilities needed to build the capital ships. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, I was kind of lurking on hers most of the day, but I wasn't really paying attention. So I was super tired after that stream last night. I don't know why, because I wasn't tired during the stream. But my dogs, I think I got to bed at 4 a.m. maybe. And my dogs woke me up at 8, as they always do. And so yeah, so that was kind of like, and then I had to take them to the vet today. So So even though I tried to nap, they knew something was going on. So they weren't very cooperative. So they get very rambunctious. But it was nice. The one that's been kind of lethargic lately, she actually was a little bit more lively, I guess, because she knew we were going somewhere. But yeah, so that was kind of nice. It was nice to see her back to her old self. But of course, when we're going to the vet, and I want them to see how she's acting so they can tell me what's wrong, she's not acting that way because it was a different day. But yeah, they love to ride in the car, which is really strange because all they do is bark, which is just drives me crazy. I've got a little Nissan Sentra, and so yeah, the sound just echoes around in there, and they just bark at everything, every car that goes past, every person they see, And so yeah, so it's kind of like blowing my eardrums out. So, but they love to be in the car. And so yeah, when I mentioned to them, I think this morning that, hey, we're gonna go to that, they were just all day long, which I probably shouldn't have mentioned, but all day long they were just kind of like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And so yeah, so I didn't really get my naps as I had planned, which napping is always kind of a premium. So, but yeah, I was telling these guys I actually got to end at a decent hour tonight because I actually have to work tomorrow. So that one's going to be interesting. So let's switch over to Rage. And let's see. You know what? That's not what I wanted to do. Well, let's stay with it. Let's actually make a G to run. Because I am so out of Morphite. I got a ton of money. That's the other thing. I got to figure out what I want to buy. So let's look here and see. So yeah, so to give you an idea, Aaosoth, here's my blueprints. Wish there was a way to make this a little bigger, but so here's the 200, and I've used it. Here's the copy that I used to invent. In fact, I probably need to invent some more. Missing some things, but here's the 200 copy that I used to invent the tier 2 ones, and then I built all of them and sold them. They didn't sell very well, ironically, but this is what I use. So normally that's what I decide what I'm going to buy, is what I use first, and then I build that. So that way I'm building it for myself, and if I can sell it, that's great. And then yeah, so here's the 5mm micro warp drive, and here's the micro warp drives that I've invented from it. I haven't built any of those yet. Let's see. Here's this is a piece to one of the ships. I think that goes in the Helios. There's the catalyst, and I think I was going to invent it, but I'm missing. Yeah, I'm like a couple short of the high energy physics, which is strange because I thought I know what happened. That's the one of the ones that Rage is low on because his research agents are all Galente, and his Galente status has fallen drastically. So, and then here's the covert ops cloaking. I invented it off of the prototype. I've actually built several of those and sold those. Those are really good sellers. They're just expensive to make, but once again, I'm missing the Morphite. So Morphite is really where I'm hurting. And then here's crystal carbonide. That's one of the pieces to a lot of the other stuff. So I build the pieces as well. So I actually need to look and see how many of those I need. Damage control. I need plasma generators, which I don't know that I build a plasma generator. Plasma pulse generator. Yep, I do build them. Yep, I do build them. So I've got the crystal carbonide. I just don't have... Oh, I got almost all of that, so that's pretty good. So yeah, I really don't need a whole lot. But the question is, how many do I need to build? So let's go back. That's the thing I don't like. I wish there was a way to go back like on a browser so I could go back to the last blueprint I was looking at. Wasn't covert ops. It was damage control. Yeah, so I need the ferrite carbide. So I need 10 of those, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of them. So each one takes 10 plasma, so I need 140. So I go back to the plasma and put in 140. That will tell me how much I need. So then I can buy this stuff. So I've got all the crystalline carbide, so that's good. So plasma pulse generator. Let me mark that down. I'm going to do my shopping list. Or no. Yeah, build plasma pulse. All right. And then the other one it needed. I actually need the damage control for that thorax I was just working on. So the other one it needed was this crystalline carbide. Fernite carbide. I don't know that I built that one. I do. What's going on? Oh, that's the one I just built. That's why it says there's one. That's the one I built in order to get the air one going. So there's 10 per that. We said there were 14, so that's 140 of those that I need as well. So if I go here, go back here, and put in 140, that'll tell me what I need for that. Fernite carbide. Carbide. Always got to write down my stuff, so. Yeah, I do have quite a few. The ones that I've kind of invented. So, whoops. Didn't want to close that out. But yeah, the damage control I used, actually the reason I invented the covert ops is I was tired of paying 7-8 million for every covert ops. That was kind of nightmarish. So, but yeah, data analyzer. I think I've actually created a tier 2 of that too. I don't know where it's at. Here's a drone amplifier, drone damage amplifier. Here's the tier 2 for that. It only needs more fights. So I definitely need a lot of more fight. Drone link, same thing. It actually needs particle accelerator. $118 particle accelerator. I don't think I build those. No, I do not. So yeah, so I usually buy those. Oh, I guess you got to spell it right. But still, nope. Yeah, so particle accelerator. Problem is, I won't be able to read my handwriting when I get the Jita. So 118 for every 10. And what was that one we were just looking at? See, that's a problem. I hate scrolling back down through these. Drone damage. No, that one only needs some more fight. It was the drone link. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have some. Look here. Drone damage. No, I don't have any drone links. I got these guys, but I don't have the other ones. So yeah, so I need to buy those particle accelerators. 118 per. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 at 10, so 49 times 118. 49 times 118. Why'd you go to 9? Huh. 118. No. Each one takes 12. So 49 times 12. Where's my handy dandy calculator? I don't have it up. There it is. So your monologue is too soothing. Still here, nodding off though. Yeah, I've been told that. I've been told that. A lot of people come in here to sleep, so I guess it works. So, speaking of sleep, your wife is picking up the little guy. She doesn't want to be on screen. Poor girl. Wrong one. All right, so 12 times 49. That's what I was doing. 12 times 49. That comes out to 588 particle accelerators. All right, so we're going to buy those babies since we don't build them. Unless we'll check and see if the if there's a BPO around them, maybe I'll start building them. I prefer to build them. These expanded cargo holds, these things sell like hotcakes. But this microprocessor is one of the ones that does not always mechanical. Oop. It's one of the ones that doesn't always. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy, sometimes it's cheaper to build. What was I looking at? Cargo. Expanded cargo. There we go. Yeah, so these guys. So I don't know. It looks like I already built one of those. So I think I probably built one of those for my air stuff. So yeah, so this one. And I hate that it does that. So if you do click on a 9 one, it sets all of them to 9 then. And I end up with a whole bunch of one-run PPs, which sucks. So Aaosoth, Empire Rare Ore Sites, your monologue is soothing. I do a lot of mining and use minerals to build frigs through battle cruisers. I don't know how well it is going yet, though. Feels like I'm just throwing money at the project to get the low nullsec minerals. Yeah, so Jackson and I actually hit up one of these. So let me show you these. If you go in here to the agency, go to resource harvesting, and then ore anomalies. I have my filter set to any distance and high sec. If you scroll down, it'll show you O5 systems. I just left OSA. Look at that. That one's back there, Jackson. I just left there. I just made that run back. But yeah, it'll show you O5 systems. These O5 systems show info. If it's an O5 system that is off of a low sec, it has the possibility of spawning these ore anomalies. And we mined one of those last night. And yeah, we cleaned up. We really cleaned up. I think Jackson kind of cut himself short, but I cleaned up. I got a ton of ore, like 159 million worth of ore. And so it was definitely very profitable. So, but yeah, those are definitely the way they come, because you can jump in there, mine those. They're all rare ores. But yeah, 159 million worth of ore. Like I said, when I refined it down, I think it was more than that in the minerals. But yeah, it was well worth it. So I just built a Noctis, and it stripped me of pretty much all the minerals I had except for trit and pyrite, and that helped me replenish a bunch of stuff. And so yeah, so you might look in there and see if you have any of those near you, because yeah, those you can just go to them. Now, a lot of them get a lot of traffic, and so you may go there and there may be 20 people already working it. I did one yesterday yesterday afternoon, I think? I don't remember. The whole week's kind of run together. But one day this week I did one during the day, and just to kind of get a feel for it. And yeah, there were like 20 people there. They invited me to the fleet. I still came out with 400 or 500 units of ore of each of the types. And yeah, it got me a ton of minerals, because they give a lot more minerals. Here's so one of the ones that's in there is this Pellucid cock. Yeah, here we go. It's one stack all right. Oh, that's right, because Kragan brought it. He hasn't given it back. Hold on. Let me trade it. Let's just do it this way. Trade. Alright. So who am I looking at? Am I looking at Kragan or am I looking at Falstaff? No, I'm looking at Falstaff. Okay, cool. Alright, so we want to go to Kragan because he's got it. So let's go to item hanger. He's got, yeah, so he's got these here. I'm going to drop these in here. Send these over to Falstaff. Falstaff is my refiner, my reprocessor. He has all the skills. Nobody else has the skills. He also has the status, the super high level security status with the Caldari Navy. So I get a better deal on that. So if we stack these now we'll see. So yeah, so this Pellucid Crocite was one that we got. This Jet Ochre was one that we got. The Ducium, the Ephraim, and this guy, the Yttrium. So that they all give different ones. So yeah, if we look at these, oh, well, let me do it. This one gives Nox, Mechs, and Pyrite. So, but a lot of Nox, a lot of Mechs too. Really high levels for 100 units. Gives you 2,300 mechs, which can't be beat. And then the Jet Ochre, that one I think gives Nox as well. Yep. And then the Ephraim, actually the Ducium gives Megasite. The Ephraim, and I know I'm pronouncing them wrong, I'm sorry, gives Zidrine. And this one down here, it gives ISO. The Yttrium gives ISO. So yeah. But yeah, you'll have to check those out because it was well worth it. Now, we were in that site in Osa pretty much all by ourselves. We had one guy come in with a venture, and then actually one of my corp mates came with I think with a ship as well. But yeah, they're definitely, I didn't know about them until Jackson told me, and it's definitely, I'm not doing low sec mining ever again. I'll get all my minerals from those guys. So, because it's all high sec. You know, it is a 0-5 system, so there's a possibility you may get jumped by gankers, but yeah, in the most part. Now, to get to that OSA one, I had to go through 2 low sec systems to get there. But I think that was the other reason why not a whole lot of other people were there, was because they didn't want to go through that. So, but yeah, if you look on them, OSA's back on there. That's the one we did last night. But yeah, Torvi, that's 21 jumps from me. Passionani, so there's a bunch of them. Manla, Torger. So yeah, there's a bunch of them. It actually had Noni on there earlier, Jackson. Noni was on there, and something else that were closer. But the Noni one was the one that I did the other day, and it had a bunch of people in it. So yeah, you got to be quick because they will fill up. But you can just kind of jump from one to the other and kind of, make a killing. So, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refine this stuff, reprocess it. So yeah, so that's 10 million right there. 10,700,000 for the ore, 10,200,000 for the reprocess, because I'm getting 68%. 68.5. Actually, I need to bring up my skills a little bit more because I think that'll give me a little bit more. Reprocessing efficiency. So yeah, I want to see if I can actually get those higher. Reprocessing efficiency. Reprocessing efficiency is 5. And coherent ore, that's those guys. Complex ore. There's the Ducium, Ephraim. Those ones are in that one. Abyssal ore. I haven't done any abyssal ores, haven't did I? There's mercury. That's just mercury. Yeah, I've never found mercury, so I don't know why I even trained that one. I think maybe I had done it when we were in the wormhole. Simple ores, those ones, which is just the regular stuff. It's weird. I don't see. Here we go. Variegated ore. There's the dark ochre. But I don't see the other ones we had in there. I wonder if I'm missing one. Exceptional moon ore. I don't do any moon ores yet. Coherent. There's the yttrium in there. Complex. It's got the elphinum, elfurium, ducinum. And then I think, actually, now that I think about it, the dark ochre. Yep, the dark ochre. Was it dark ochre? Jet ochre. Jet. I can close this. It's already done. Jet ochre. Yeah, the jet ochre's not in there. It's not in there. Not in there. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Where the fudge is it? It's not there. Mercury. Oh, not there. Yeah, so I don't see that one. So I'm wondering if I'm missing one. It would show here, though. I'm pretty sure it shows all the skills. It just, you don't have it, so. Hey, what's up, Captain Kiwi? No. I refine it myself. So, yeah, I've thought about that, and so it's good to see you, Captain Kiwi. But yeah, I've thought about refining or taking it to a refinery. But honestly, I had actually trained all my skills up to get the most. But I think with the refinery, I probably would get a little bit more. But the hauling it is such a pain. So. And I use it all for processing, so I know what I'm counting on there and what I'm gonna get. So my time mining it, my time refining it. So it all works out. But yeah, the jet ochre's not in any one of these. I wonder why. Maybe it's just one that they missed. So yeah. But yeah, it looks like I've got most of the ones that I can train up as high as I can. I could get these guys up another level, but it gives a 2% bonus. So nope, glad to hear it, Captain. Always good to see you. So yeah, so that was definitely profitable. So yeah, if you're gonna do that, Aaosoth, you want to definitely do those, because that I'm not doing probably the wormhole or the low sec mining ever again. As I can get all the minerals I used to get from those, from those ore anomalies, and way easier. Even if I got to run all over the place and haul it back like I did, it's still way easier, and way less stressful. So yeah, thanks again, Jackson, for showing me those, because that was a game changer. So yeah, so that was good. We did that last night. So anyway, what was I working on? Oh, I was going to run the Jita. All right, that's what I was doing. All right. So I was checking to see what I need. So I definitely needed the damage control. I've got a couple of ships waiting on that. The drone amplifier, the drone link, we got those in there. So once we get the Morphite, we'll be good there. These guys, like I said, I'm actually going to haul some there. So each one takes 10, so 1 per. I got a bunch of these in the queue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, I don't. Only got 4. No, I don't. I got more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6. Oof. So we definitely need to invent some more of those. So I've got these. These are the two data cores I do the most of. So I'm going to go ahead and I put these in. I always do 10 runs because the success chance, I've found if you do one run, you don't necessarily get the success chance. Yeah, he keeps giving me that miasmos thing. So, and yes, I'm going to get a miasmos. But yeah, I've found that if you do one run, even though you're supposed to get 49%, I do one run, it's fail. One run, fail. One run, fail. And I could do one run at a time, and all 10 will fail. Or I'll get 1 or 2 that'll be successful. But if I do 10 together, I almost always get really close to this percentage. So with this one, I'll get roughly 5 of them will be successful. And then I run multiple since I have all these copies. I just run multiple of them. And queue them up. But I'm actually running out of copies. This is one. These were ones that were left over from my old days. Because I don't have the BPO anymore. I just need to go buy one. But which actually will add that to the list. Expanded cargo. But yeah, so that'll most likely, since I did 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, that should net me about 20 more of those. Each one of those will build 10 modules. So that'll give me, another 200 of those. So, and I think I've got about 200 right now to sell, maybe 100 that I can sell. So yeah, they sell very well. That's probably my best seller. The next best seller are these damage controls, which is really what hacked me off, is the tier 2 damage controls. They actually sell quicker than the cargo holds, but they don't sell for as much. The cargo holds, I think, yeah, the cargo holds are a little bit more. You get 400,000 for the damage controls, where I think I can get 500,000 for the cargo holds. Something like that. But I have a lot more of the cargo holds. Nope, actually it's showing 360,000. So yeah, so it looks like the cargo holds have actually dropped in price. So, oh, sorry, ads are on. Yeah, I probably should get a Miasmos BPO, but those, I'll check it out. I'll see what they cost. The ship BPOs are expensive. So, but you can actually get a BPC for fairly cheap. So, I'm sorry, I'm still talking during the ads. So, I had a notepad with the to-do list. Now it's a filing cabinet. Yeah, that's kind of what I need. Because I've got notes all over my desk here, which my wife says it always looks like it's a pigsty, and I'm like, Sorry, Captain, I'm talking during the ads. There you go. Now you guys are back from the ads. So yeah, I was saying I do need to look at the Miasmos BPO just to see what it costs, but the ship BPOs are really expensive. Though I think that one, since that's a hauler, it might not be too bad. And then I could use it for invention if I get the BPO. So, but the way I've been going with cruisers, actually some of the cruisers I bought BPOs, but with the cruisers and definitely the battleships, is I've been buying BPCs off of the contract market and getting a 1 to 3 run BPC off the contract market significantly less. And so then I can build them that way, and that's a lot easier. And so that allows them to make money off their BPOs and keep making BPCs. So, but yeah, the notepad thing you were talking about, Captain Kiwi. Yeah, that's I have I have little notes all over my desk, and my wife comes in and she's like, "Oh, this is such a mess." And I'm like, "No, don't touch it because I know where everything is." But you're right. I really need to get a better organization system for most of my building. My partner says the same. Yeah, yeah. To say it's organized chaos. That's exactly it. But yeah, the for my building, I actually have a Excel spreadsheet that I use, which is nice because when I fly to Jeddah, which I won't do today because that takes a lot of time, but usually when I fly to Jeddah, I check all the prices and plug it into my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet pulls those prices that I plug in at that time and then tells me, okay, these items are cheaper to buy than they are to do this, and vice versa. So it tells me which ones to buy versus which ones to build and that kind of stuff. And so I always build the ships. I just may not build all the components of the ships. So like one that I need to replace my Helios. I had a Helios that got blown up last week. And unfortunately, it's way down here on the list. There it is. I've got a bunch of them that I've invented. And so I need these crystal carbonite armor plates. 294. And then, of course, I need the morphite. So crystal build. Crystal carbonite. 294. So if I plug that one in, because that's one that I build, and I put in 294, that'll tell me exactly what I need to buy. So I already have this crystal carbonite, some of it, but I was looking at that for one of the other items, so I got to make sure that I don't cut myself short. So I usually just buy for everything, and then when I have extra, it's no problem. So, but these parts are usually pretty cheap, so. But once I fly there, I'll plug those in. So that's one that I need. And then I wanted to build another prorator. So the prorator is another one that I invented. I have a BPO for the sigil. I don't know why I don't use this search more often, but because I really should. Actually, that one's not bad. I'm missing the tungsten carbonite armor plate, which I don't think I build. I do build the nanoelectric microprocessor. But that's one that really fluctuates as well between build versus buy. But 1176, that's a lot. So let's check that one out first. Let's say build nanoelectric. (1176) NANOELEC. Oh, I don't have that one. So that's one that I have to buy. So we're just going to buy it. We need 1176. All right. That makes that easier. And then tungsten carbonite armor plate. Tungsten. Yeah, I don't have that one either. So I'll just buy those. 29.4. Tungsten carbonite. And I need 2940. So yeah, so. And then of course I just need morphite. I just need to buy a ton of it. 59 of them cost 3 million. So a ton of it is kind of probably a trick question there, but. And I probably need to buy these blueprints one of these days, but those two I don't have. I did have those before, and those were among the things that are stuck in trig space. And now that I've finally given up on that, I didn't want to buy it, waste the money on it, and research it all up, and then have 2 copies. Nothing's worse than having 2 copies of a BPO. Fully researched. So I did these large shield extenders, and then I invented the tier 2 ones. But tier 2 ones aren't as good as the as one of the loot drops. So So that's what I'm using in my vexors is the large. Let's do large. These ones, the large FS9 regolith. They're a drop. Much better. And these guys are 12,000. These guys, I guess I shouldn't say much better, because these guys are better. They just use more CPU and more power, so I can't get them equipped. Where these ones, because they use less, I can equip them. So, but yeah, what's up, queridismo? But yeah, so that one's kind of one of those where trial and error. I thought maybe by discovering this one, it would be like the covert ops. The covert ops one, when you do an invention on the prototype cloaking device, it gives you a choice of whether you want to do the tier 2 prototype or you want to do the covert ops cloak. And so that I thought maybe this one would be the same way. It was not. It just gave me these, which I can never equip. So because they use too much CPU, I think. And so, but yeah, that one was kind of one of those learning experiences. So yeah, so there's a Pro Raider. I want to build another one of those. I don't remember why I wanted to build another one of those. I haven't lost one in a long time. So, but yeah, I've got a bunch of this stuff. Medium cargo hold optimization. So I've also done the same thing, the invention on the rigs. So I have these guys. These are using the tier 2 salvage though, which is a little bit harder to come by. So, and then the medium defense core, yep, same thing, tier 2 stuff. So I could buy those, so I could build those, but medium shield booster, invented it. Medium thermal reinforcement, miner 2s, tier 2s. Mining laser upgrade. I do need to build a few of those. So I do need some of these laser focused crystals. My list is getting long. Laser focusing crystal. And I need 40 for each one. So we got a bunch of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 40 times 5 is 200. That's 200. Actually, that's only building 5. So no, that's not going to work. So this is what I hate. So somewhere along the line, I only built 5 of them. I don't know why. Probably because I didn't have enough minerals. Actually, there's only 5 left on that one. But if I build 10, 10 needs 79. So it's actually better. So 79. 1, 2, 3. I just counted these 4. 5. That one's half. So that's 45. So 79 times 4. Used to be able to do all this math in my head. And then plus 40. So 356. So yeah, so in work meeting, so I have audio muted here. No worries. Then you not getting to hear my soothing voice put you to sleep. That's all right. But yeah, then of course I need more fight. I always need more fight. This mobile tractor I definitely want to build, but I don't want to buy these. I can actually get these through here. But the Zidrine, I'm actually... Why does it say I don't have enough? Oh, I have 7,000. I need 8,000. So yeah, so that'll be one that we'll probably do another one of those sites to get. So here's the modulated strip miner 2s. So I think they take the focusing crystal too, don't they? No, they don't. They take a different one. Electronic parts. Oh, nope, they do take focusing crystals. So yeah, so I probably need to buy some extra focusing crystals. So maybe we'll just make that 500. So yeah, this is why I don't do my Jita runs on stream, because it's like such a nightmare. There's a Nemesis. I just actually discovered the Nemesis here in the past past week or so. J3rican gave me a Tristan BPC, and I used it to discover these guys. So yeah, so I've got 4 of those that I can build. So that'll be good. I've got all the tier 2 drones, which is nice. There's my Pro Raiders. There's a prototype cloaking device. Full shield, quantum. I've got all the RAM. I think I have every RAM. There's the relic analyzers, tier 2s. I don't know why the data analyzers. I've got T2 salvagers, scan array, scan range finding. Here's my sigil. Actually, I need to make another copy of that. Here's the signal amplifier, salvage shackle. There's the tractor beams. I've even got the tier 2 tractor beams. That takes laser focusing crystals too. So let's add another plus on that baby. So yeah, so sustained shield emitter. There's my thorax. That's another one thanks to J3rican. Yeah, J3rican, that Vexor's got 11 hours left on it, so I'll probably be delivering it sometime tomorrow. You know what I'll probably do? I'll probably wait and do my Jita run when I deliver that to you. Since you're so close to Do-Dixie, I'll check out Do-Dixie, see what the price is there, compare it to Jita, and buy what's cheaper in Do-Dixie there and bring it back. So yeah, so that'll work. So yeah, so that's what I do when I'm doing my stuff. So here's the inventions that I'm running on those 4 expanded cargo holds to get some more of those. And like I said, I expect I'll get roughly 5 each for these out of 10. And so that works pretty good. So yeah, I got enough minerals to build another thorax. I can't believe how little the cruisers use. But that's the other thing I'm gonna buy when I'm in Jita is I want to get probably a 3-run BPC for the Raven. 3-run BPC for the... What's that one? Let's check here. There it is. The ship tree. Really want to get an Astero back, but man, those BPCs are super expensive. I think that it's going, yeah, that's like 20 or 30 million for the BPC, which is outrageous. And then I got, yeah, 20 or 30 million, and I got to build it myself. But let's go here. Amar. So the Mar battleship is Omen. I think I have an Omen. No, those are cruisers. Duh. There we go. I was thinking that doesn't sound right. Prophecy, Harbinger. That's the other one I wanted. 3-run Harbinger. 3-run Harbinger. Not a huge fan of the Prophecy. And then we'll go to Kaldari. Battleship there. Scorpion, Drake, Raven. So I already listed the Raven. That's good. Galente. There's the Dominix. 3-run Dominix. And Megatron. I think I want a Megatron too. PC Megatron. But yeah, I think those are the battleships I'm going to start off with. And Minmatar. Tempest. Typhoon. I'll put the 3-run Typhoon as on the bottom of my list. But yeah. Mission 4 Sisters exchange LP for 1-star. Really? Oh, well then I may need to look, because I might I might have enough. I've done quite a few sisters missions, so I might have to look that. I'll have to fly all the way out there to figure that out, though. Here's my Tristan. Yeah, thanks, Jerry Can, for that one. So that's the one I discovered the Nemesis is off of. I did a 10 run, and I got... So that one showed 42%. And then I ended up getting 4 of them. So 4 out of 10. So like I said, it's usually right on the money. Really close when it comes to those. The Venture is the one that I actually want to do here. I don't have... Yeah, let's check here. I do have them. Let's plug that. I don't have enough. Laser Physics. So actually, let's add that on there. Data core. Laser Physics. Because that is one that I am not doing. So, not researching. And so, yeah, so I'll get that one. Take a look at that one, see if I can run that one, because I'd like to get the endurance is what I want. I think that's the one. That's the one, yeah, it's not going to show me. Yeah, that's the one that Jackson said he was using, So yeah, so I need to pick those up. So yeah, so I got that added on there. But yeah, then I've got the Warriors. I don't even use the Warriors. But this is where my PI stuff comes in. There's my guidance systems and my robotics. For the other ones, I think the Hammerheads, which is my favorite drone. Love my drones being named after a shark. Why don't I use the search? Yeah, so the Hammerhead, I think it's using something different. Nope, robotics and guidance systems. So yeah, it looks like they're all using roughly the same. So yeah, I'll definitely take a look at those sister missions. I didn't think about that. I think somebody else had told me that before, and I had jotted that down and then completely forgot about it. Because, yeah, those Asteros, oof, they're horrible. If you go out to contracts, contract search. So if I want item type, oof, this one's so frustrating. Want to buy. Item is a blueprint. Copy. Item group. Let's say battleship. There we go. So, don't care about the price. Well, I do care about the price, but I'll look at them. Only one high sec. Search. No contracts. Why? Want to buy. Blueprint copy. Battleships. Availability is me. What does that mean? Okay, so I got something definitely wrong here. Let's try all. No. Really? Let's try that. Maybe I gotta actually type something in. Let's say blueprint. Want to buy blueprint copy. Let's try that. And Dominic's. Right. No. Actually, did I spell it right? That's probably my problem. So let's do Raven. Raven's a nice, easy one to spell. R-A-V-E-N. Well, let's do all. Search. All right, doesn't like that. Item type. I don't know. Well, that's weird. Change me to availability. Okay. Public. There you go. Thank you for that. Like, I must be doing something wrong. There we go. All right. Now we'll put in here. Fatal. All right. Yeah, 265,000 ISK. So that's not bad. 265,000 for, is that a one run? One run. Yeah, so I really was looking wanting a 3 run. Yoink, yeah. Thanks for that, Jerry Can. Appreciate it. 270,000, 300,000, 500,000. So what's 500,000? 500,000. Still one run. I'm not doing that one. Yeah, so if I do a region, let's do pick location. There we go. Enter a partial location name. All right. Just keep it Gita. So I was thinking maybe a 500,000, 850,000 for a one run. No, 2 run. Sorry. 1 run. Yep. 800. So they're selling for 270,000 for a 1 run. 800,000 for a 2 run. That's crazy. $999 for a 1 run. For a 1 run. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. 1 million for a 5 run. So that would probably be the one I'll buy. 1 million for the 5 run. Yeah, that probably makes sense. So anyway. Yeah, because if they're selling for 270,000 each, 265,000 each, and that would be roughly 4 runs would be $1 million. If we get a 5 run for $1 million, that's definitely discount. And I drop $1 million all the time. In fact, we may just buy this one. Can I buy it from here? 5 runs. Don't really care about the time efficiency. Material efficiency is 10, so that's fine. Forge. 1 million. Accept. There's the Raven. Yes. Oh, for crying out loud. So I got to be in the forge. All right, well, screw that. All right, so then if I do Dominic's, Abyssal Warp Scraminer, Algos, Antimatter, Apocalypse Blueprint. Yeah, this can't be right. Oh, it's 500 Plex. You'll pay 500 plex. What say 100,000, but you pay 500 plex. Yeah. Hey, I have a lot of serpent power. Just get BPO infinite runs. Yeah, the BPOs though go for, you know, what, 5 billion. So yeah, I'm not spending that kind of money. Hey, serpent power, Marvrick. Hey, I have a lot of 10-run BPCs for the Raven. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. I'll definitely take one. So yeah, yeah, I'll definitely take one off your hands. So yeah, if you want to put a contract up for me, that'd be great. So I was going to pay $1 million for 5. So yeah, if you want, I'll give you $2 million for 10. So 2.5 million for a 10 run. There you go. 2.5 million. So that's a dominant. So yeah, but yeah, so I've got to be in Jita to get those anyway. So they're 10 run, 10, 20. Yep. So fully researched. So that's nice. So yeah, yep. So thanks for that, Marverick. Appreciate it. That'll definitely help me out. So, but yeah, I want to start building. I'm going to build the battleships so that way I can replenish my fleet. I don't have hardly only battleships I have at the moment. I have this Archangel that I think was gifted to me. It was gifted to me. I just don't remember who. This one is the free one that they give you. The Praxis. Actually, that's the only 2 battleships I have. And I only have the one Mir battlecruiser. Oh, I got the Nos. The Nos is a funny story. I had a Nos, and I was actually using it in trig space to try and do my trig things. And oh, you're fine. Whenever. I'm in no hurry. So yeah, but I had a Nos from years ago. So it looks like the Nos is one that they give you every year. If you're Omega, they give you a Nos every year on Eve's birthday. So I had a Nos that I must have gotten years ago. And I was using it in trig space, and I lost it to drones, a player. I don't remember what it was, but I was super pissed because it was kind of one of those rare ones, you know. The very next day happened to be Eve's birthday, and so I got a new Nos. And so I was like, you know, that doesn't usually work out that well. Oh, freaking ads are running again. But yeah, so there's the Dominix. Megathron. Harbingers was one of my favorites. But yeah, so once I get to Jita, because I can't do anything about these until I'm in Jita, of course, heaven forbid. So that one kind of... And by the way, I also have a Nestor BPC. I don't know the Nestor. Let me look that one up. But yeah, I would definitely be interested. I want to try and build everything, so... Ooh, that's nice. That's one of the rare ones. So, yes, yeah, definitely. Make me an offer on that one, too. That would be great. Just for a BPC. So, yep. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, definitely. I didn't even know that one. So, that's good. So, I definitely have that one on the list, too. So, yeah, it looks kind of like the Astero. So, yep. Yep. I built 4 of them. So, those BPCs are more pricey. They cost LP. Yeah. Yeah, if you get them from the sisters, they do. Yeah. So, but sounds like, Marverick, you got a BPO of those, right? So, you're making the BPCs. So that way, at least you make some money to help kind of pay back what you spent on the BPO. So, oh, okay. Yeah, so those ones, like you said, I'll probably do the sister missions to try and get those guys. So, yeah, because if you look, I don't think I'll actually find any here because I'm not in a hub at the moment. But if you look like for Raven, The Raven blueprint. Yeah, 1.1 billion. So, which, yeah, that's too much money. So, too much money. Maybe eventually. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was planning on doing too, because they're also really profitable missions. So, but they're pretty far from where I'm at now. I really, really like my system I'm in. That was one of the problems with joining a new corp, is I didn't want to move. But yeah, and that's not even a Navy issue. That's 1.1 for that one. I don't think you can get a Navy issue. Looks like you can't. Nope. No, that's buying a Navy issue. So yeah, 500 million, 550 million. So I guess you're right. But if I was going to buy it, I was going to buy a Raven for 550 million. I could buy the blueprint for 1.1 billion, which would really be two of those, right? Problem is, I'm not going to buy it for 500 million. I'm going to build it for significantly less than that. So that's why I want the BPC. And if I can get a 10 run, I'm not going to need more than 10 Ravens. If I can get a 10 run BPC for, a couple million, that's money well spent. So, but that's the way it is especially with the battleships. If you look at, like, I got a Vexor BPO. Yeah, they don't have any in this region, but I want to say, I don't remember what I spent on it. I think it was maybe 50 million. No, it had to be more than that. Maybe 5. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Let me look. Because I would have bought it in Jita. I've got the market browser up. I haven't actually refreshed it in a long, long time. So let's say Vexor blueprint, go. So currently, the cheapest Vexor BPO is going for 83 million. Now, I bought it in Jita. So what did I get it for? Yeah, Doe Dixie's 83 million. They actually look like they're all 83 million, to be honest. Jita's 93 million. So I might not have bought it in Jita. I might have went to one of the others. But yeah, 83 million, which isn't horrible. Yeah, each one costs like 50 million, I think. So yeah, so once again, that was 1.5. And I've already built 4 or 5 of them off of my BPO. So, and I'm going to use it to actually do the other one. So is it 14? Really? 14 million? That can't be right. 14 million? 15 million. I guess you're right. So yeah, so 85 million, that's a lot. 4 would be 60, 75, so yeah. So almost 6. Okay. Yeah, I build them now. So I got tired of spending the 15 million, but actually I got tired of spending the 300,000 on an Imicus, for crying out loud. That's why I bought the BPO. I don't think the BPO was that much. So I think the BPO was like $1 million. Okay, I'm back in station. How many 10 run? Oh, I just want 1. I only need 1. I won't go through 10, to be honest. I won't go through 10. So I was going to just build 1 for each of my tunes, and so have them train into it. But yeah, the 10 will definitely do me. 10 will definitely do me. So but yeah, so that was my plan. Actually, I think it was Jerrycan's idea, was that by buying the BPCs, you actually save a lot of money and you still get to build the ship. So you get the ship for cheaper and you save the money. So, and the 10 run makes sense because the 10 run, if I build it for all my tunes, I got 4 tunes. I build it for all my tunes and then I lose one, or 2 or 3. I have some spares. So that's always good. So yeah, don't worry about the minerals. I'll get the minerals. That's a piece of cake. It's the buying the ships that's kind of a nightmare. So, and if I have one for each of my tunes and I lose it on one, I can always swap them over. And I usually try to keep them fitted the same way, so that I can. Because I hate doing fittings. I think we've talked about that before. That's the one thing in Eve that I do not like. It's just too many freaking choices. And that drives me crazy. Sorry, I got to put my tracker back on. So, my company gives me a discount on my health insurance if I let them track my every movement. So, but yeah, as you can see, I got a bunch of ships. When I came back, this was empty. And so, but yeah, so, but I have wanted to look at some of these so that I can try and get to BPO so that I can actually get do the invention for the tier 2s. So, Vex is 12.74 in Amar. Yeah, if you want to fly all the way to Amar. But then again, that's, yeah. Yeah, that's 2.5 million, so that's probably worth it. I don't know. 2.5 million probably isn't worth it. How do you welt that many battleships? That works. I think you're cutting yourself short. I was going to do 1 million for 5, so I could give you 2 for 10. I don't know what you mean by whelp, Serpent. But yeah, that's an awesome price, Marverick. So thanks for that. You can send it. Get them killed. I haven't got them killed yet, but I lose ships. So I lose ships. So now, yeah, like I said, if you want to do 2, that's a fair price. So yeah, that's not a problem. I don't want to cut you short once you get some of your money back. So at 1.1 billion for the BPO, it's going to take a lot of 10-run sales to get your money back. So, but yeah, I probably don't lose that many, Serpent, when it comes to battleships. I lose a lot of cruisers. So yeah, when I bought the Vexor BPO, I've got 3 tunes that use, or 2 tunes that use the Vexor regularly. And I built at least 5 or 6 because Kragan, this guy here, he was trying to get my trig status up. So and so he lost a bunch of them in trig space, which was just kind of stupid because I've given up on that now. But my old corp, I had a 21-year-old corp, and it was we had a office in what the system that is now trig space. And when we went idle, the office didn't get paid, so everything went into impound. And so I was trying to get that stuff back. Several $1 billion worth of stuff in there. A lot of BPCs or BPOs that I had researched and done some stuff with. So my trig standing now with Kragan, he had to get it up to a 4 in order to try and get the stuff out of... no, that's not it. Here, let's do it this way. So his trig standing now is 0.07. That was after months. So that was probably after 2 months of trying to get it raised, because you get 0.001 increase for each 20-minute time frame. So you can see here where I was getting So if I took out a battleship, that's where I got the 0.011. That was probably a battleship that I took out, one of the sleeper battleships. But most of these others are 001, 003, and so you can see. So it looks like July 1st. Actually, that's probably not July 1st. July 19th. Nope, there's June. Yeah, so from June to looks like July. So roughly, yeah, maybe a month. 27 million. Are you okay with 25? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work because that's a, yeah, like you said, that's the one you got to spend stuff on. So, yep, that works. I do have stuff in there, but it's the corp stuff. So you'd have to be a member of the corp in order to get it. You have to have your status for a member of the corp, and I left the corp now. So, but yeah, it was like I said, I was clinging to it because it was so many BPOs that I had from 20 years ago that I had researched and did a bunch of stuff with. But when it really came down to it, it was like 2 billion. I think I have like 1.7 billion worth of stuff, and most of the stuff is things that they don't use anymore. There were 2 control towers for POSs in there, which, you know, I have one that's on the market in Jita. It's been on the market in Jita for, yeah, forever, because nobody's doing it. So there's nobody in the corp. So I came back and everybody had been 5 years idle. So yeah, everybody had been 5 years idle. So, and that was the thing I said I used to be CEO. I was now just a director. So I sent something to CCP and they told me you got to use the in-game mechanics. And I said, well, the in-game mechanics don't work. They said, yeah, you can become CEO even if the other people are idle. And I said, no, I can't. Because in order to become CEO, I have to have stock. I said, and when I was CEO, there was no stock. You guys created stock since then. So I said, you know, and I can't request stock because, and I actually put in a request to request stock be created and be assigned to me. The problem is somebody who owns stock are the only ones that are allowed to vote. And since they're all idle, nobody voted, stock was never created, I never got any stock. So, and when I explained all that to them, they were like, well, too bad, we can't help you. I'm like, no, you guys said there's an in-game way to do it. There isn't an in-game way to do it. So, but yeah, they refused to help. So, it's called Mercatorus. Oh no, whichever one you got there, Marverick, I'll pick it up wherever. That doesn't matter. So I appreciate that. Yeah, that don't matter. I'll pick it up wherever. So, but yeah, can you get trig standing to a 1 in a reasonable amount of effort without losing endicom stand? No. So the only way to get your trig standing up and not affect endicom is to shoot drones. And the way the drones work is you don't get a status on the amount of drones you do. If you kill 1 drone or you kill 100 drones in a 20-minute period, you get 1 status increase based on the largest size of drone that you killed. The largest 1 drone. So if you kill a battleship drone, that's where you got the 0.011 up. But if you kill a frigate, which were the easier ones to kill, you get a 0.003 increase or a 0.001 increase, depending on what type of frigate. And so what happened was the drones always hung around at the sites with battleships. So I lost most of the Vexers to the drones. But the sleepers are the same way. Now you can attack Endicon, and that will raise your trig status, but then that'll make you an enemy of Endicon, so anytime you're in high sec, you'll get shot at. And so, or Edencon, I guess it's called. And so, and I didn't want that, so I was trying to keep them all, all copacetic. So yeah, that's the only way. Yep, and that's what I was doing. Is I would fly out to the site, I'd kill a drone, I'd fly back to the station, wait 20 minutes until I got the notice that my standing went up, fly back out, kill. But like I said, they'd get wise to that, and so then battleships would be there when I'd fly back, and it's like crap. I couldn't stand off the battleships. So yeah, same thing. Yep, the rogue drones and the sleeper. Those are the ones. The sleeper ones were easier to find than the rogue drones, and the sleeper ones were the ones that always had battleships with them. So yeah, I lost several Vexors to that, just because of that stuff. But now I didn't have any battleships. But if I took a battleship out there, maybe I would have handled it better, and I could have killed the battleships, and I might have been able to get it up. But it was one of those where the few times that I was actually farming it well. The few times I was actually farming it well, I would have a player jump out of a station and kill me. And so, but yeah, that was where it was kind of like, yeah. Yep. So, but yeah, that was really frustrating because it was like, that's the few times that I was actually making progress. Because I think that, as you saw on that standing list, there were like 2 or 3 days where I made quite a bit, but somebody would see that I was in system, scan me down, and kill me. So usually right after I got done fighting a battleship. So I was already wounded. They'd stay cloaked until I actually got rid of the battleship, because the battleship would target them too, and then they would get it. So yeah. So that's what I was like, you know what? This Pochvan crap is for the birds. So I just give up. And so, but yeah, if you look, Kragan's actually got a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh, this is Falstaff. Sorry. Oh yeah, I got you guys on Kragan. I'm just looking at Falstaff. I'm looking at one and talking to you guys about the other. So yeah, if you look here, Kragan's actually got a whole bunch of stuff, and all these interstellar navigation logs all come from the drones. And so there's his backup ammo, because I got killed so many times, and there's a couple things that I actually salvaged from my one of my times I got killed, and a couple filaments. Which that was what somebody else said. The filaments are an easier way. I would always scan down the wormhole, and then I would camp out in there, just stay in the station, kind of watch around, make sure they weren't gate camping anything and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I always got scanned down by somebody, because there's a bunch of PvP, or there's a bunch of player corps that count those systems as their home. So, all right, Despair, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, so that was the one. So yeah, so they have their corp counts one of those systems as their home system, and I had a couple that were nice to me. I was hunting for drones in someplace, one of the systems, and they told me, "Oh, you're not gonna find any drones in this system. There's blah blah blah." And they told me where to go find them. And I was like, "Okay, well that was awesome." I was expecting them to blow me up, and they're like, "Oh no, go." But yeah, so that was kind of nice, But yeah, it was a learning experience. So, but I had actually a lot of these assets I had. So when I came back, I didn't have any assets, but there were a lot of assets in Trig Space. And so I was able to get in there, get all the assets out of Trig Space by using the wormholes, except for the impounded stuff. So that's all I got left is the impounded stuff. So like I said, I just gave up on it because it wasn't worth it in the long run. I could replace the BPOs with little money. It wasn't a big deal. It was more the spirit of it. I thought, you know what? Let me try. And so I tried, and I lost a lot of ships. So I gave up. I think one night I lost a Vexor. I didn't get potted. So I flew back to the station, got my Helios, flew it out there to try and grab the loot from the Vexor. Lost the Helios. I think I got too close to something and my cloak failed and they targeted me and blew me up. So then I came in, I had Falstaff come in with his Pro Raider and lost the Pro Raider. Then that's when I was pissed. Because I'm like, whoa. The Pro Raider's a 150 million ship. That's, now we're talking serious cash. So then I think I actually went in with the Praxis and I managed to get the loot from all three of them in the Praxis. But all I did on the Praxis, I think if we actually look here on the Praxis, let's switch back to Falstaff. If we look here on the Praxis, this guy, actually it's just boredom. Yeah, if we look here on the Praxis, I don't have any weapons configured. I just have all these shield hardeners configured. So what I did is I flew out there and just turned on all the shield hardeners and just tanked it until I got all the loot out of all the ships. It worked, you know, but it was one of those. It was like, yeah, that's kind of a silly way to do it. And they still did some pretty good damage. But, you know, I was like, well, I want to get at least the loot out of the ships. Because, you know, the Helios and the Pro Raider both had covert ops cloaks. So I was like, crap. Those things alone are a big chunk of that money. So, but yeah. But that was my thought, is I didn't have enough weapons to configure on here because I'm not building any of the large weapons yet. So, but I thought, well, let me put all these on here because I had a ton of these laying around. So, yeah, there's thermal, kinetic, explosive, multi-spectrum, explosive again, multi-spectrum, and another explosive. So, yeah, and I just turned them all on and let them run and had enough cap to keep them going. As you can see, it's stable. So... And so I just turned them on and let them run and tanked it. And like I said, it still was I wouldn't say close call, but yeah, they were still doing a pretty good damage. But I was able to get the loot from all three ships and get out. And so that was good. But yeah, I was like, so then I had to replace those other three ships, which I built all three. So it wasn't a huge deal, but it was more the principle of it. So I was like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's pretty much covering every single damage type you can get. So, but yeah, I was like, yeah, this probably isn't how anybody would ever run this. But for what I'm trying to do, because I had the wormhole open, I had scanned down the wormhole that went into the system, so I was able to keep going in and out, and so yeah, so it's just every time I lost it. Like I said, when I lost a Pro Raider, I was super pissed. Because that's an expensive ship. That's battleship, battleship cost ship there. But yeah. But it was the same thing. The cloakwork, I think I actually did get the loot off of two of the ships. I was able to get close enough to get the loot, but not close enough that my cloak failed. And then on the third ship, I got just a little too close, and the cloak shut off. And the battleship targeted me, and I was done. And so, but yeah, it was like, Argh. But like I said, I built all three, so it wasn't a huge thing. But yeah, ship is fit with both armor and shield. Yeah, I threw on this armor one, just like, okay, if I get down to the armor, at least I've got a multi-spectral that'll hopefully, hold it off a little bit. But yeah. So yeah, that's my Praxis fit. No guns. Yeah. But yeah, I lost a lot of ships in trig space. Between the battleship sleeper drones and the players. Like I said, I had probably, it had to have been 2 or 3 times that a player from a player controlled faction sat in the site that I was in and waited for me to take out the battleship and then uncloaked and killed me. And I'm like, come on, buddy. At least could have helped me with the battleship, But they didn't want me in their system. And I understood that, but I wasn't messing with their system. I was trying to farm the drones for a whole different reason. So, but yeah, and all that farming got me up to, as you saw, All that farming got me up to 0.007. All right. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, so yeah. So Falstaff did something too. So Falstaff is at a 0.16. So he's actually higher. I'm not sure how I got his to 1.6. That's actually not bad. That shows at least progress. Like I said, Kragan is the one I actually dedicated to trying to get it. But I think Falstaff is what I started with, and then he got killed so many times. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to waste him, so let me hold him back. But yeah, he actually got better. So, but yeah, it's obviously too old. It's not showing me the log on how I got it. So, are we? Yeah, you guys are watching Falstaff. So yeah. But yeah, Kragan's is like a 0.007. So even after all that, I only got it up to 0.007. So I was like, yeah, this is going to take forever. So it just wasn't worth it. And everybody in stream kept telling me, you know what, it's really not worth it. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's not, but, never really given up on anything. So let me, keep trying. But yeah, it was so frustrating when I would get killed. I wouldn't mind losing the ship. It was just the whole concept. And like I said, a lot of times it was players that took me out, which was really frustrating. Because I'm like, it's intrigue system, so it's hard enough already without having to deal with it being, zero sack. And people just picking on you because they can. So. But it's all part of the game, so. But yeah, good old CCP. Because they were like, yeah, when I explained to them, hey, your theory on how I can get the CEO back doesn't work. And they were like, no, it works. And so then I actually explained it in infinite detail to them. That was the other problem. So every time I'd send them a message, 2 weeks before I'd get a reply. And the guy replies to me, hey, try this. I reply within an hour. Takes 2 weeks before I get another reply back. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. So like one of these Hulks was in Trig space. And the old Hulks, ads are running again, sorry. I'll wait till the ads are over. Some of you don't have subscriptions, so that way you can't hear me. And what time is it? Oh, 11:30. Yeah, so cruisers are only going for 10 to 20,000 through 10 to 20 million. That's not too bad. Battleships, though, oof, 913 million. I really wish I could remember who gave me this one. Yeah, I don't have anything on it. That's a nice looking ship, though. That's a nice looking ship. All right, welcome back. So yeah, one of these Hulks was actually in Trig space, and the old Hulks allowed for 3 miners. So the last time I played, they were allowed to have 3 miners. So it was configured with 3 miners. A lot of other battleship BPCs are. I definitely am. So. But yeah, so it was configured for 3 miners. So, and it wouldn't let me undock from the station because it was misconfigured. But I didn't have a high enough status with the trigs to change it to get into the fitting. You had to have like a 1.0 status with the trigs in order to get into the fitting. So I said to them, hey, I can't fix it. But, so they were like, oh, yeah, we'll fix that. And I'm like, so out of I think I had 10 items. That was the one thing they said they'd fix. And then, like I said, I had to go back and forth with them over and over and over again for weeks at a time before they finally did fix it. Because they were like, well, what do you want us to remove? And I'm like, I want you to remove whatever's going to make it able to fly. I just want to fly it out. And then the next person 2 weeks later would be like, well, do you want us to remove everything or just one? Crying out loud, guys. Yeah, if you could, that would be great, Margaret. I want to build every battleship, so maybe not all, this week, but so the BPC seemed to be a better way to go, because I'm gonna confide in you guys. I don't have 1.1 billion for all those BPOs, for each of those BPOs, so. But I can't afford 1 or 2 million for a couple run BPC. So that's where I'm looking at it. So that's my omen. I probably need to name these back to the ship so that I know which ones I built. But I want to look at a BPC for these guys too, so that I can replace them. But yeah, that one was just another one of those frustratingly. They didn't fix anything, and even the one thing they said they'd fix, it took probably a month and a half before I finally was able to fly it out of there. So every day, every 12 hours, that wormhole switches. And so I had to keep, scanning it down, and nope, not today. They haven't reconfigured it, And I didn't stay in trig space. I was staying outside, so that took a lot harder to find it. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. And I actually, after that, they never really gave me a sufficient answer on the whole corp thing and getting CEO. So I finally just gave up on it because it wasn't worth it. So Dominic's Golem, Hyperion, Megatron. That's it. That's perfect. Yep. I would expect the Golem to be a little bit more expensive. But the others are all tier 1s. So that's cool. So yeah, just let me know what you want for them. So yeah, I'd rather give them to you than to somebody else just on the market. So because that's way easier. So keep it in stream, keep it in the family. So. But yeah, but like here's a cormorant that I've got configured to do gas mining. I'm pretty sure probably one of my corp mates did this, but yeah, it's doing gas mining. It's got 3 gas coops on it. And this is just a destroyer, So I mean, doesn't have a very big cargo bay, so I don't know. It's probably not gonna grab a whole lot, but yeah, something like that was kind of interesting. So yeah, they had a lot of interesting fits, so that's why I haven't unfit that one, because I'm like, yeah, that one might come in handy. Oh, that'd be fine. Yep. Yeah, that'll save. That way they're all in the same place too. So I'll just bring my prorator down there, so that way I'm bringing all those BPCs back. I can cloak if I have to run a gate camp. So, but yeah, I was severely disappointed in the customer service of CCP when I came back. So, which. And I think I actually told the guy at one point, I'm like, you want people to come back to this game, but this is how you treat them when they do come back? Like, no. And I said, even when I explained to you that your in-game mechanic doesn't work, you still can't give me a good answer. Because I really wanted to stay in my 21-year-old corp. My hope was to get the CEO back and then rebuild it. Start, attracting people, kicking everybody out that hadn't logged in 5 years and start attracting new players. But I mean, we didn't have any assets, we didn't have anything, so it really wasn't. And that's where I think several people on stream were kind of like, yeah, it's probably not worth it for all the trouble you'd go to. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because it is a lot of trouble. So here's my Tengu. So this is one I'm afraid to fly because it's so expensive. And the Tengu, the 214 is just what the 214 million is just what the whole cost. It's all the other things on there that are like crap. And then for some reason, I have 22 Min Matar shuttles. I mean, who needs 22 shuttles? I mean, come on. I will never run out of shuttles. Oh, yeah. Lucky, lucky me. So those are the ventures that I just built that I was going to reconfigure for the home site stuff. Metamorphosis. So this is a frigate. That's one I haven't flown yet, so I think those might be ones that I actually got. This Apothesis. Yeah. Apoth. That one was a Eve gift. That's a shuttle. Synesis, I think, was an Eve gift. Yeah, definitely. The Praxis was an Eve gift, and the Nos was an Eve gift. So, but yeah, I need to get the battle cruisers too. But yeah, so that's my plan. So that's what she said. Raid incoming. Larger one tonight. Thanks, Khaleesi. That's what she said. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure I can take a larger one. God bless her. God bless her. But yeah, so that's where I'm looking at. So I don't know what we were even doing for that. I was going to go to Jita, but now I've decided I'll wait till Marverick gives me that stuff and gets that contract straightened out, and we'll do it that way. So, because then what I'll do is I'll make it a combo trip, and I'll do it during the day, so I'm not wasting stream time for it. Because those shopping trips are long and brutal, and I'm constantly crunching numbers, trying to do it. I do want to see if there's any contracts for these guys. Not that I really want them. Hey, Khaleesi, how are you? Woo, 40 users. Way to go. I'm getting better at typing your name. So, welcome Raiders. Welcome Raiders. I hope you had a good stream. I know if you were Khaleesi, you probably did. But yeah, like Khaleesi said, make sure you refresh. So you're not counted as a raider. Instead, you're counted as an actual viewer. So, because we love raiders and viewers here, but viewers actually, I think the raiders timer times out after 20 minutes, so you might not be the most recent. So, wow. So it looks like I rated with closer to like 70. Yeah, see, it said 40. Yep. So yeah, so maybe you had 70 that were viewing you, and that there were 30 that just weren't active. So good morning. Well, yep, it's still nighttime for me. So Rick, I think I'm gonna call you Rick. So thanks for the follow, HentaiPlazmaV. Riddick. There you go. That makes sense. Thanks for helping with the pronunciation. Shows 85. Yep. And it's morning for you. Yeah, you're at least an hour ahead of me. So, yep. So it is morning for you. So, it'll be morning for me here in a couple minutes. So, but yeah, so, but yep. 540 there. Wow, that's real morning. So yeah. So yeah, that's real morning. So 610 solo. Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations on that. But any friend of Rose's is a friend of mine, so appreciate you guys being here. We were just discussing, I'm not even sure what we were discussing, to be perfectly honest, but we were discussing something. So, and I was looking at contracts. So I was actually looking to see if there was a Hulk. Nope, no Hulks. Which makes sense. Oh, because that's also not a battleship, so that wouldn't work. That would probably be under mining barge. Think about what they were. Mining barge blueprint. There you go. Let's try that. Yep, there's some. 9.9 million for one run. Yep. Yeah, it's a 256 million ship, so that kind of makes sense. So no problem. No problem. Thanks for being here, and thanks for the raid, Khaleesi. I appreciate it. Yeah, and exactly. I've been told my melodious voice will put anyone to sleep. So yeah, and that's because they did an invention on it. Sorry, I just closed it out. But yeah, it was created by invention. When you create them by invention, their ME and PE are always the same. So yeah, and not great. So you do have. So Marverick, is there any BPCs you don't have? So yeah, I don't want those yet, but I'll talk to you about those in the future. So I'll definitely, you know what? Before I buy any BPCs in the future, I'll consult you first. So decryptor changed that. Yep. Yeah, and that's what I try to do. I try to use the decryptors as well. So, but yeah, most of them are just doing regular, just so they can sell. So making a bunch of copies and selling them, so they try and get their money back from there. From any kind of, if they have a BPO. So they probably don't have a BPO on a Hulk, but I guess there was a lottery on some of those, so they might have a BPO on a Hulk. So yes. Yeah. So yeah, I think if you have BPCs, you can probably make a ton of money. So maybe not a ton of money, but you probably make some of your money back at least. So yeah, it's just outrageous. So the Raven, we were just looking at the Raven, but the Raven BPO for a normal Raven BPO is 1.1 billion. And so, and now don't get me wrong, the normal Raven is 550 million each. So if you buy two of them, you paid 1.1 billion. But you also got to come up with all the minerals to be able to build it, and battleships. You're talking some serious mining to get those done. So yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the BPO for the Hulk, I figured it was probably one of those lottery ones. It was a long time ago. So T2 Golem BPC. So that's a nice one. Khaleesi. That's a nice one. Definitely hold on to that one. So, but yeah, so with that said, but yeah, mine's was mostly just that I would feel more comfortable if I had the means to replace these guys if I'm here messing with them. So, because that's the problem with flying them around, is if I lose them, they're expensive. So, and honestly, I mean, you guys can chime in on this, but I think the insurance is a scam just like it is in real life. So Eve insurance is, matching the real life insurance, right on track. Because it's like, hold on a second, I paid 256 million for the ship, and now you want me to pay $1 billion for the insurance so that you'll pay me back 256 million when I get it destroyed? That doesn't make any sense. And it's only good for, what, 10 days, I think? Yeah. So, those are probably worth billions, if not more. Yeah, I would think. So, yeah, I think, like I said, I remember that some of them were actually lotteried off. One of the times I took a sabbatical, I came back right after they had done a lottery for a bunch of tier 2 BPOs. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I missed it by like a week. And I was like, so I was like, well, that sucks. And so, but yeah, it was funny because they were real popular back then. And like you said, I think most of those, either the accounts have been inactive or whatever. But if you got one and you're using it, that's where you're making money off of it. So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I missed every one of them because they were all during my sabbaticals. It's like, and I think it was one of those because I took a sabbatical about the same time a lot of people took a sabbatical because they made some kind of change that pissed everybody off. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And I took a sabbatical. But it looked like they used those lotteries to lure people back. And so, and yeah, I never knew about the lotteries. I came back because somebody in the corp said something about coming back, or I came back because I really couldn't find another space game that really gave me the same thrill that Eve did. And so, but yeah, it was funny because almost every time I came back, it was right after one of those lotteries. And I was like, man, my timing is horrible. So, Shove and DBM is missing like 400 BPOs from my knowledge. The other place I suspect they are is in Goons. Yeah, that could be. So, yeah, that sucks. But the one thing I have noticed each time I've come back, there's been stuff missing from my personal items that I think CPP gets rid of because they're like, hey, these people are inactive, so this is bad. So let's, and I actually, that was one of the 10 items I had on there was like, hey, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Are you guys getting rid of stuff? I don't know why I even had it on there, but oh no, we don't get rid of anything ever. And I'm like, yeah, right. Because I said this stuff was on my personal account character. Nobody from the corp could have got it. So, but yeah. Happens with event items that get removed, I believe, though you could send a ticket. Yeah, I tried a ticket. I did have a ticket. I had a ticket open for months. In fact, it may still be open. Because I refused to acknowledge to them that they could actually close it. Because the ticket had 10 items in it, and they only fixed one, and that took them months to fix the one. The other 9, they told me, too bad, so sad. So, but yeah. I've heard that other people had better luck, and then the other thing was every time they'd reply to my ticket, I would reply within an hour of them replying to my ticket, and it would be 2 weeks before I would get another reply. Every single time. So it's like some of them just replied just so it wasn't in their queue anymore. So, but yeah, old ice storm filaments may have been removed, though if you open the crates, they still come out as expired. Yeah, so. Yeah, still waiting on my drops. Yeah, that's kind of... So, yeah, and I told them that. I think that was the last statement I made before I refused to tell them they could close the ticket. I'm sure they closed it anyway, but I said, yeah, you guys, you want people to come back to the game. I see all the advertising you're doing to try and get people back to the game, and this is how you treat them when they do come back? I mean, why would they come back? you know? And so, yeah, so. But yeah, that's kind of how it works sometimes. So, OMG, I just found a contract for 100K is for a whole lot of really nice items. I almost bought it. Then I realized that the contract also requires 500 plex. What a scam. Yeah, see, I saw that one too. And it said it was, 100K. And it had in there Armageddon BPC. I had several Armageddon BPCs and several others. It came up on my search because I was looking for a battleship BPC. But then it had at the bottom that you'll pay 500 plex. And I'm like, Well, first of all, I don't have 500 plex, so that ain't gonna work. But yeah, I guess if you did have 500 plex, they would get it from you. Yeah, see that's the other problem. That's like that HyperNet. I know Chaos. I usually raid Chaos. Chaos is who I usually raid when I'm done. And that HyperNet, that seems like the biggest scam there is. But Chaos actually likes the HyperNet. So when he has a thing on his where when you spend so many channel points, he'll get a HyperNet, and if it's actually a success, then he'll gift it to whoever bought the tickets or whatever or something, or raffle it off or something. But but that's one of those HyperNets is like, yeah, I'm not falling for that crap, you know. But I can't believe CCP allows that kind of crap. What's up, Boojum? She had all kinds of people in there with her. You guys need to refresh so that you're not showing up as raiders. So, though I appreciate you guys raiding. But yeah, if you refresh, you'll show up as a regular viewer. So, actually, we're pretty much just shooting the crap, to be honest. I don't think we've actually accomplished anything tonight. So, I did pick up some of the minerals that we actually mined last night. We did one of those Empire border ore sites. Jackson got me to do one with him, and man, that was super profitable. Super profitable. I ended up with I think it was like 159 million in ore when we were done, and it really wasn't even the whole night. So, but yeah, that was pretty good. I had to haul the ore back like through low sec, which was kind of risky, but no negative effects. I just kept paying attention to the gate camps, but yeah, it was very profitable. So yeah, I would suggest that for all you guys if you're looking for some of the what used to be null or wormhole or low sec ores or low sec minerals. Because it's not the same ores, but these are the ore anomalies. So HyperNet nodes that have bought by the owner are not scams. They do that to have a higher chance of competing. Okay, half. Okay, I got you. Half. HyperNet nodes they are. Yeah, see, that's weird. I don't quite understand how they could get their own items back, but I thought, you know what? I'm just not even going to bother to learn what these are, because I'm not going to do it. But yeah, so now, like Marverick said, now they're actually trying to scam on the contracts, which that used to be a safe way to get stuff. So, but yeah. Yeah, see, I've never quite understood the whole HyperNet thing. Like I said, Chaos, I think he's explained a couple times, but I usually raid him. I watch him for a little bit while I'm editing my stream to upload it to YouTube, and then I take off. So I never really get to see the full explanation, and like I said, I really haven't cared. So because it's one of those where it's like, eh. But yeah, now if they're starting to scam in the contracts, that kind of sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. But yeah, I just saw one of those today, and I'm like, said 100,000, and it had a whole. But I think that's the thing. When you look in there and you see it's too good to be true, I'm like, yeah, just move on, because that means something. I mean, that's what I did. I read the words at 100,000. Actually spells out the words because they've had a lot of people who, you know, you'll go into Jita and they'll be putting stuff up and. They'll say, "Oh yeah, it's a 1 million. It's 1 million for the contract," and they'll say some super expensive ship. And then when you look at it, it actually says 1 billion. But I guess they got a lot of people to fall for that, and so that's why CCP added the words in there now, so they spell it out, so it's actually in English. So. Been scams and contracts and controversy in the game. Yeah, probably. Yeah, but yeah, always read the fine print. Yep, that's what it comes down to. And so that's where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to click, I don't want to click accept until I'm sure it's exactly what I want. And so yeah, so I usually avoid the contracts too, but, excuse me. But yeah, I did see that one tonight. The one that Marverick was talking about, because I was like, man, this has got everything I'm looking for in it. And it's only 100,000? Yeah, no. Too good to be true. But even 500 plex, I was like, well, 500 plex, that's not that bad, you know. But they've really been bad the last 10 years. So the one guy trading his like 200 billion, that ship being kind of, oh shit, this is viable. Yep, yep. Yeah. Well, I have an Orca, and I never use it. I use it to move ships around. That's usually what I don't like flying it because number one, it's way too expensive. Number two, it flies like a fly in a citadel, for crying out loud. If you got to do more than like 3 or 4 jumps, it's like all day. It doesn't align, quickly. It's, and so, but it's a tank, so, it's highly unlikely somebody would be able to pod me in it, right? But it's one of those, it's like, well, maybe I should sell it. But like you guys said, it's like, yeah, where do I sell it legitimately that, would make it? I'm not using it for anything. Like I said, I've used it to move around ships. And that was just because I realized, hey, this thing's got a huge ship hangar. I can put all these frigates in here and I don't have to fly them all at once, And that was by accident, to be honest. But yeah, it was like, but then of course, once I flew it, it was like 6 jumps that I had to do. I was like, man, I don't want to do that ever again. Not because the stress. Number one was the stress of flying a 1.9 billion ship around. But number two is just flying it was like, this isn't fun. This is like, like I'm on a tricycle on the highway. It's like, so. But yeah, it just didn't move. And I mean, it makes sense. It's a huge ship carrying, and I was carrying probably, I don't know. Well, all these ships, yeah, most of them. I probably was carrying at least 10 or 12 ships, that were repackaged, but still. So that was nice, because that's what I was trying to figure out was how am I going to consolidate all my stuff to where, my home station. And so then the Orca worked out, but actually I don't have it here anymore. Now it's in Dixie. But yeah, so I don't use it for anything at the moment, so it's doable to pod you from it. It's in high sec they'll be concorded before they break the tank in theory without a huge gang. If you've got max tank implants, that goes further. Do you know the MWD cloak trick? No, I don't. And somebody else mentioned that. Yeah, somebody else mentioned ads are back on. Somebody else mentioned that MWD cloak trick, and I've been meaning to look that up. But like I said, I don't fly it. So, yeah, I'll have to check that out. But yeah, it's like I said, I think I made 2 or 3 runs with it to get all my ships here. And it took forever. And it was just brutal because of the stress of, oh crap, I didn't realize it was such a tank. So I was seriously worried that somebody could blow me up. But like Khaleesi said, yeah, they're going to have a huge gang. It's going to have to be really organized. And in most cases, Concord, I was in high sec the whole time, never left high sec. In most cases, Concord's going to take them out before they get that far. And so, but yeah, that's it. It was the best way to get my ships all moved to one place. But best way to move stuff where you can get a T2 freighter with covert ops cloak. Yeah, and that's what I've got. So that's what this one is. This is a Pro Raider. And so, but it could only carry like, 2 or 3 ships per run. And don't get me wrong, it's a fast ship and got covert ops and all that. But I had, 30 ships to move. So I was like, yeah. Now, somebody else did say the Porpoise, which I haven't looked at the Porpoise yet. But yeah, that's one I'll have to look at. So Squall has that, and it's like 26 million for the whole. See, that's not bad. That sounds like one. But yeah, somebody else mentioned the Porpoise. I never heard of the Squall, but I'll check that one out. But yeah, this Pro Raider, this is what this one is. I love this ship. I just love it. And this is my favorite ship. I pretty much fly this everywhere. Because I'm always carrying data cores, or I'm always carrying blueprints, or minerals. And so, but yeah, if I'm not doing something actively where I have to shoot stuff or I'm scanning. So there's my scanning ship. But yeah, that's what I do. I haul everything I haul on that one. Except I got this Iteran because this guy, I've got his, and actually I think I need to be in there. Yeah, I got to be in it. But I've got the cargo capacity on this one up to like, I think just short of 30,000. With my skills, with the rigs, with the cargo expanders. And so when I carried my POS pieces, that my corp had POS pieces, and so I was trying to sell those. I carried them to Jita. That was the guy I had to use to carry those. And so yeah, unfortunately, they never sold. They're still on the market in Jita. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reprocess them because the pieces from them I can actually use in other stuff. So, but yeah, Booj still doing the wormhole trip. Yeah, an IMV with a welfare cloak could work as well. I move 70 ships in there tonight. Shorter trip. It works against the plus 30 spike in us. Okay. Welfare cloak. Okay, I'll have to look that one up too. Ooh, how's the fit? Battle or do you Noctis it? Yeah, so I just built my Noctis, so that's one I'm actually looking to get fitted. Because, yeah, I haven't fitted that one yet. But, yeah. Yeah, that one was one. Hey, I mentioned to you, Rose, and the rest of you. Has anybody seen YO Husker in a while? Because I have not seen him in a couple weeks, so... But yeah, he actually gifted me a BPC for the Noctis and also for the mobile tractor unit, and I finally got enough minerals to build the Noctis. So, oh, and Buzzard Instawarp Cloaky Cloak 4 is amazing for moving OCBC. Okay, I'll have to check that one out too. I've never heard of that one either. My streams have been weirdly low this week. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. I think I got you around lunchtime today, and was like I said, I was AFK pretty much the whole time. I had to take my dogs to the vet today, so for their yearly checkup cost me $400. So, all right, thanks for that. Yeah, I don't have a fit for it, and like I said, that's the one thing in Eve that I do not like. I do not like trying to figure out fits. There is just too many possibilities. It's like a puzzle where all the pieces are white. Like, come on. I mean, mission and futility. So, yeah, no, they're fine. It was their yearly checkup. They had to get their shots and stuff. So, yeah. And yeah, it was amazing because I'm obviously in the wrong business because we were in the office 20 minutes and it cost me $400. So yeah, it's like I'm definitely in the wrong business because I don't make $400 in 20 minutes. So, but I have a fit for tank and compressing gas. Oh, that's awesome. Using it in my fleet hangar for J space. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So yeah, I don't do gas as much for now. I do ice, but sounds awesome. Yeah, the gas is really profitable. So, but yeah, I don't do it much either. I don't do ice much either. So. But I do have fittings for all of those. So the gas and the ice for the mining barges. Yeah, so I'm an old school player, so all the mining used to be mining barges. Now the mining barges are like, yeah, only the old guys use those. So yeah, Mercury. Yep, Merkit. Yep. So far, the expedition is doing pretty well. About to cross 2 bill and ISK in about a week. Good job. Good job. I'm actually hoping to discover to invent some expeditions off of my venture BPO. So yeah. So that was one that Jackson was telling me I need to get an expedition. So yeah, because I was using these mining barges. Ugh, like flying a brick. Especially if you got too far to go. Yeah, that's not a bad turnout. 2 billion in a week. That's pretty good. Pretty good turnaround. But actually, I actually have to work tomorrow. I've been off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I was actually doing longer streams. But I actually do have to work tomorrow, and I am pretty tired from last night. So we might actually call it quits here in a bit. Got to get ready for work. Yep. Take it easy, Riddick. Thanks for being here. Procure is nice for the drone business. Yep. Got 36 damage on it. Yep. Right up here this week. Yep. Yeah. The mining, like I said, everybody's told me the mining barges are only used by the old guys now. Everybody uses the frigates. So, but yeah, I'll probably invent both just so I can see what they look like. So, just got to get some data cores. The laser, I think what did it say on here? I got wrote it down. Laser physics requires the laser physics data core, which is one of the few that I don't have a research agent for. So, I have all the others covered. Fortunately, they don't always generate as many data cores as I need, but I have all the others covered. So, but yeah, so I'll have to buy those. So, which happens, not a problem. I have some like the Galente Starship. I have like 5,000 of them. So what I do is when I have to buy some, I just sell some of my Galente Starship to cover the cost. So. Yeah, I'm never going to use 5,000 data cores, that's for sure. But yeah, I prefer the drones. So yeah, that's one that I kind of look for. I have some of those I can try to move up to, yeah, just may take me a bit to avoid gate camps if you need some of those sold. I know a guy, yep. Yeah, like I said, the Galente ones, I think, actually, we're looking at Falstaff here. I looked at it the other day. I just picked up a whole bunch. Cragen had not done anything with his research, and so I just flew past him. 5,707. Galente Starship Engineering. Galantean. Yeah. So I've got a ton of those. So yeah, so I'll just if anybody's looking for those, send me out. So if you do want to sell your Orca, ping Riddick Chapel and email, and I might be interested or know someone is. Okay, I appreciate it, Riddick. Thanks. Yeah, I was thinking about selling it, and I was like, it's kind of one of those ships. It's kind of nice to just have, but not if it's just sitting there collecting dust. So, but. And if Rick doesn't know a guy, if I want to, yeah, I'm pretty sure I shouldn't have a problem selling it. And like I said, I'd rather sell it to somebody in stream than sell it, on the contracts or whatever. But yeah, that way we can get it taken care of. But yeah, it's one of those where, like, somebody asked me yesterday what my goal is for Eve, and I was like, I don't know that I've ever even thought about that. But I said, but honestly, I'd like to build every ship. And they're like, really? Even the capital ships? And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to build the capital ships. So every ship but the capital ships. And they're like, well, that's a goal. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of an unattainable goal, but but I guess I'd have to actually kind of print out the whole, set up something so I could actually mark off the ones on the starship tree here. Mark off the ones that I actually built already, because it doesn't tell you. So. But I have already built quite a few of them, so. But yeah. Hey, Alien, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being back. And it is morning for me now, too, though it's an earlier morning than yours. You probably have the sun coming up where you're at. But yeah, I'll have to figure out some way that I'll be able to cross them off. Say, yep, I built that one. 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 So, but yeah, I got a ton of crap. It's the other thing. I need to reorganize some of this stuff, so get it reorganized. So, because I got way too much stuff. Actually, that's one I was going to mention to you, Rose. I've got some of these Skinner design things. I don't do nothing with skins, so I was going to offer them to you if you wanted them. So, actually, speaking of that, I think I got some skins here I need to accept before they disappear. And there's another sequence binder. Here's another skin. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I might do some kind of giveaway on my stream. You already have this skin. Consider using another character. Okay, I can do that. No, I wanted to open it now. That's not what I wanted. Do I got this one too? Nope, I do have that one, and I bet you I already have this one too. Yep. Yep. All right, so he's already got those. All right. Yeah, so I never look in here, and then what I think happens is sometimes they expire. Yeah, so like these, put these on here. Like these boosters, I always losing those, so yep. Ooh, please, yep. Yeah, so I don't build any skins, and so I knew that was something that you were kind of doing, so I thought, yep, I can donate them to the cause. But yeah, so I've got skin design and this skin sequencer, so which I think that's what they are. So I don't even know what they are. So bought me a gaming amount. We can set up a contract for the skin. Yep. I was playing with that earlier. Okay, I have all the BPCs priced out. Do you want me to post them here? Actually, just throw me. Can you send me an email? Okay. Yeah. There's the one. Open Explorer Frigate. Open now. So it's just imagine it. Yeah, that's fine. I've got all these POC Van filaments that I'm not planning on using anymore. I probably should sell those too. So a couple implants. I never know when I'm going to get potted, so I save those. You never know. Never know. I don't know why I didn't have those. That's one that I was looking at here earlier, is I don't know why. I can't remember the name of it, or I would do a search, but the relic analyzer there, that one is good. So it's going to be a data analyzer. Let's do data. Yeah. Hands are in the wrong spot on the keyboard. Yeah, so this one looks like I haven't researched them yet. Oh, that's why, because I'm missing electronic engineering. I'm not missing very many. But yeah, so there's another one. Let me add that to my list. Yeah, data core. Making my shopping list for next time I'm in Jita. So, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have any. Well, and I might. I don't know. I don't know what the abyssal filaments are. So I have a lot of Pochvan filaments. I do know that. Actually, I would assume that the abyssal ones would be in the same place. So, but yeah, so there's the Pochvan ones. So I don't actually see the other filaments. But you're right. I just accepted 2 of them, so I should see them here, right? Let's do it this way. Yeah, so I don't know. Is that these noise jack? No, that's a trig filament too. Yeah, so these are abyssal filaments. Okay, so yeah, these are the abyssal ones here. So, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, so there they are. Yep. But yeah, I haven't done any of those filaments or any of those abyssals either. So, like I said, they say you got to have really special fit ships for those. So I need to do some research on those before I tackle that idea. So yeah, these look like these are actually trig filaments too. These fancy ones. Oh, excuse me. Stop that. Yeah, Jackson had me up late last night mining, and I didn't have to work today, so that worked perfect. So, the tranquil ones can be done in a Corax. Okay. Please do. Please do. Please do. Yeah, because I would like to try those sometime just to see. I know a lot of the streamers are doing that kind of stuff, so I'd like to at least be able to try it to see. Yeah. Like a file mill fit for like 50 million an hour. Wow, that's not bad. I could definitely make that work. Definitely make that work. So, but anyway, let me see. I think I'm gonna see who we're gonna raid. I don't know who's out there tonight. Who's out there tonight? Khaleesi's here, so good old Imperious, Innocent, Autonomous is out there. So maybe we'll raid him. I haven't given him any love lately, so. It says he only has 1 viewer, which is kind of weird. And he's actually got a microphone again. So yeah, so let's go ahead and raid him. So. Oh, no worries. Yep, thanks again. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to get this raid set up for... Yeah, so I'll get this raid set up. All right, so yeah, he's a pretty good one. So, and he's only got 1 viewer. So this way we'll kind of take some of these guys in there so at least he can see some of that love. So, but yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you for everything. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And I will be streaming again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's my last night of the week, but I will be streaming again tomorrow night, and we'll go from there. So yeah, 9:30 Central Time, U.S. here is what we'll do. So yeah, so we should be good. So, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and we're gonna go over to Autonomous. So. Thanks, Jerry Can. Appreciate it.